The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is Girls Talk, Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign, trusted by over 500 NFL players for their winning smiles, and broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your host, Nicole Hutchison.
Wake up, Cowboys Nation. Welcome into Girls Talk, Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign here in the SWBC studio. I'm Nicole Hutchison alongside Brianna Aldridge, Aisha Morrison. Ladies, what up?
Good morning.
Wake up!
I tried. I was like, wait.
Oh, you tried it?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. Try it again.
Oh. Good morning.
Okay.
That was okay.
It's cute.
I can't do it.
No, I'm not.
She's not. Bree is not loud.
One day.
She do
I'm
not
just
do
not.
that. She
I'm
just
not.
do
But I'm here with y'all mentally. Happy to be here.
Fine.
Lots to talk about.
Absolutely.
Happy Tuesday.
It doesn't feel like a Tuesday.
My days are just kind of coming together at this point. We're getting, and it's only week 3. I need to get my life together.
Just surviving at this point. It's fine. It's fine. Well, the Cowboys are somewhat trying to survive as well. A couple of injuries, major injuries, so to speak, with CeeDee Lamb. And there's kind of multiple reports there. Ian Rappaport reported that he'd be out for at least 2 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Then you're seeing other reports through between 3 to 4 weeks. And Nick Eatman brought up a good point yesterday when we were meeting. He had mentioned that, Terrence Steele had that high ankle sprain in training camp, but only was out for about a week and came back and was fine. But you never really know. Don't want to force it. CeeDee Lamb's not healthy. Don't force him to come back. But another injury, Tyler Booker, first-round rookie selection this year, who has been playing very well. He also out for between 4 to 6 weeks. Due to
What's up with everybody's ankles?
I don't know.
Every year it's some injury, right? Where it's like it's either guys having knee sprains over and over again, or it's the ankles, like you said, or it's soft tissue, where it's hamstrings and things like that. So I guess ankles got
The third ankle in like 8 days.
ankles.
On starting with BB.
Yeah. Tommy actually put out a tweet this morning. Shout out to him. Last year, the Cowboys dealt with injuries that resulted in 2 or more missed games. 2, that was Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Zach Martin, Deron Bland, Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, Jake Ferguson, DeMarcus Lawrence, DeMarvion Overshown, Marshawn Nealon, Josh Butler, Brandon Cooks, Amani Aruwariye, Jordan Phillips, Sam Williams, Marquise Bell, Kalen Carson, Earl Bostic, Chuma Edoga, Keelan Hall, John Stevens, Wanya Thomas, Nate Thomas. That was a long list.
I know. I was like, ooh, give her some water.
That was a lot of people.
I hate you.
It's a lot.
Orange juice.
It's so much. It's
Don't worry
so
about
much.
it.
Okay, Dr. CB.
Hate it. Over it.
Gosh.
But ladies, obviously we saw this offense kind of, I won't say crumble, but didn't look the same without CeeDee Lamb against the Bears. I mean, we obviously know what type of a presence or absence that will be for this offense, but in particularly who's got to step up now, and what does this offense look like with potentially no CeeDee Lamb leading the way?
The who's got to step up question is my favorite question.
That's what I was about to say. What if it's your favorite, then go ahead, girl.
Who's the who? Who's the who? So we've made it very clear. It's no secret the defense is struggling, right? So the offense has to play not just well, they have to be great. And that's not what was on display. And guess what? They lost. So when you look ahead, who the next couple opponents are, especially when we're talking about right now, CeeDee could miss. We don't know how many games. When you bring George Pickens in and you love the conversation of a number one, 2 number ones, and they believe it didn't look like George Pickens was a number one receiver. That's what the tape showed. No, even take away the mental lapse, the interception. It was, for me, how he handled it. And I know Schottenheimer addressed it yesterday. He wants to see the passion. I think there's a difference between passion where you're, okay, that's me, kind of how Trayvon Diggs took the accountability when he slipped up there and allowed the touchdown. I think that was a little bit concerning for me because we heard about the George Pickens attitude type of things there, but it wasn't that he was flashing out on his teammates. It just showed like the maturity level. With CeeDee out, that's who your next best guy supposed to be, and that is concerning. Again, not for exactly what was on the play, because I do think has the potential to be great, but now it's like that's who you're looking at as your next guy up. Jake Ferguson, is it time to start talking a little bit about Jake Ferguson? Possibly. I think it is a little bit concerning as well, how many targets he had and what his production looked like. And Schottenheimer said he had a great game. Did he?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of on the quarterback too.
Kind of
on the quarterback and how he was seeing the field.
To me, I love Ferguson the person. I know what he was able to do 2 seasons ago. I know what positions he was put in, but at some point, there's got to be a conversation there as well. I just don't think not saying he's more than a serviceable tight end. And I know what he can do, not only, for that middle of the field for those short passes as a blocker, but when you're in this type of situation, when a CeeDee Lamb gets off the field, I think you need more out of Fergie. That's just what it is. I don't think they have that guy. And when you don't have that guy on defense, we haven't even got to that side of the ball, but when you don't have that guy on defense, I just think this offense has to be amazing, and that's just not what's going to happen. And now Tyler Booker's not on the offensive line. Cooper Beebe, I almost was like, you don't want to lose Beebe, but Brock Hoffman, he's a guy who's been here since 2022. He's been in that spot last year. Multiple times he's had to step in and been serviceable. There was some moments, as you would expect, he's getting worked a little bit last week. Fine. But what made you confident is that on the other side, you got Booker to kind of balance out what Terrence Steele might lapse. And now you take Booker out?
Yeah, it's a fantastic point because the offensive line is a unit. And so when you're weak somewhere, I mean, there is some compensation that takes place. So I think that's a really good point, Bree. Are you?
Girl, that's...
because I was
that's my warm up. I'm gonna throw it to you.
It's crazy.
To answer the question, I think there's 3. For me, I have 3 phases or 3 parts that I think need to step up. I think number 1, the QB and the play caller have to step up. I think the play caller needs to understand. Not saying that he don't understand, but baby, if he don't understand it now, you are not in the position to punt like that. You just not. They punted early in this game. They had some opportunities that they needed to, where they could have went for it. Furthermore, also, getting in the red zone, getting your guys into the best play you can and really trying to maximize every time you're down there is going to be important moving forward. Having methodical drives, that's going to be important for your defense. Second part of this offense that has to step up are your tackles.
Yep.
I would be surprised. I mean, I know we heard Shotty say yesterday. He's already mentioned Nate Thomas and those guys maybe being in the mix. The tackles, and you having to max protect, and you also, and I think this goes back into what Bree is talking about with Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson is not able, in this game in particular, he's not able to get downfield for some of these plays, these seam balls and stuff, because, baby, he got a chip. Yeah. He got to help out these tackles. So what he's doing is kind of chipping and then slipping into the flats. When your offensive line is not playing well, it takes away from your offense. It takes away from anytime they got to come help these tackles, it's going to take away from your passing threat. It's going to take away from the guys that can go downfield and run routes. And I think that's a huge part of it as well, is that these tackles have to, and again, I think Guyton is showing promise. I think that Guyton is definitely getting a better feel for the game, within the game. Hand tech still struggles sometimes. We saw the whiff in the game where, Dak gets kind of like sandwiched. I hated that. Hated that real bad. Hated that real bad. But Terrence Steele struggling with power, struggling with not being able to anchor. Dak Prescott is feeling that pressure coming from the right side. As a matter of fact, teams are bringing more blitzes from that side. So that is something that stands out. So how can you put yourself in position to where you don't have to max protect, you don't have to help out those tackles so much, so then you can have Ferg down the seams. You can have him running routes out into the field and not just these short passes. And secondly, and lastly, rather, Turpin and the other receivers got to step up. You mentioned GP, and I want to say this about GP, and I hope I say this in the most respectful way I can. Ayo.
It's the Ayo.
Ayo.
Respectfully.
Nah, ayo.
Literally.
Like, this is, he couldn't have asked for a better situation. Nobody wants to see CeeDee Lamb get injured.
Nope.
You come over to a team, a lot of questions on why they let you go, at the other team. You come here. There's been a lot of talk about the maturation, like you're talking about Bree. There's been a lot of talk about like his teammates sticking up for him, talking about how they feel like, you know, he is not the person that people thought he was and things like that. Hey, big dog, the film is where people are gonna make up their mind about you. And some of the effort that I saw on film, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. Some of the route running, he said that. He said it in camp. I want to be more respected as a route runner. Show me. Like, show me. Because teams are going to plan to. They did it in this past game. They start shading over to him. Then you either got to make them pay outside of George Pickens. He got to make them pay when he's covered, or the run game's going to have to step up. So I say all that to say I totally agree with you, Bree. I think if Pickens wants to change the narrative and change how people look at him, it's not just about, you know, what he's doing in the locker room and stuff. Awesome. But this tape, it tells the truth. So blocking on the outside, finishing your routes, all that stuff matters, and they're going to need him, especially in this game coming up. So that's my spiel.
Yeah.
But those are the three parts that I feel like have to step up for this offense to be better.
I want to ask you something about George Pickens, because we were watching the game in the studio, and Isaiah Stanback, shout out to him. He's like famous on.
Oh, he's so awesome. Yeah,
he's great.
He's awesome.
But no, Isaiah had mentioned something about GP and said that, you know, obviously he's that deep ball threat, makes those contested catches, but when it comes to throws underneath, he don't like contact. Is there some truth? Do you feel like there's a little bit of truth to that? Because we've seen some of those underneath throws where either a drop or he'll see the pressure coming, contact coming, tip ball into Trayvon Edmonds' hands, interception. So we've seen things like that happen so far. Do y'all feel like there's a little bit of truth to that?
I mean,
Thoughts on that?
I think I would have to look at his, respectfully, I would have to look at his college tape and see what his attitude was like then. Does that make sense? Like, I would have to take a look at like who he's been and the usage and all that stuff. Obviously, he always has been used as kind of like the deep threat, not an intermediate route running type guy. So, I do think it does take, you know, some nerve to be in the middle of the field and getting popped. Ask Ferg. Ask Ferg. Yeah. So I mean that could be a thing. I think it's more so him not being like in phase or like staying in like mentally in the game for me, and maybe that's what it is. But that makes sense though. I mean he's kind of he's not that big. He's kind of lanky.
Yeah, I guess I would agree with you on that. I would agree with you on that. And I guess that wasn't popping off to me automatically, but obviously Isaiah's our film guy. So
he's
if
great.
you know, maybe if you go back and watch the film, that's what you're seeing. I'm just saying that the George Pickens hype, it was disappointing because I felt like he didn't take advantage. This is what you want. Like, you came in here, I'm listening to you day 1, day 2, day 3 talk about you're going to come in and you're going to be a wide receiver 1. You're going to act like a wide receiver 1. CeeDee Lamb is saying that he has the mentality of receiver 1. So is Dak. So is Schottenheimer. And you just did not see that. Yes, there was some good plays, but Flanoy had some good plays. Like a couple. Like I mean, that's not. We don't want somebody else coming here being serviceable, making a splash here. You need someone to be elite because that's what makes this offense elite, and you have to have an elite offense. Yesterday we were digging into the defense, and Aisha was talking about last season. It took this team almost midseason to get into that groove under Zimmer. Well, I think it's fair to say, and the stats show, this defense is in a worse spot than they were 3 games in with Zimmer. Last year, 3 games, they gave up 89 points. This year,
I will throw up.
92.
Please.
And there's a lot of stats that back it up. It's not just the points that allowed. You're talking about the yards that have given up, the QBR average that these 3 quarterbacks, all of those things have gone up. So from a Cowboys fans perspective, when we got the Billies coming in and, you know, we're like, why are you guys? It's because this team literally, defensively anyways, is worse spot. You had a whole off season. You trade your best pass rusher, obviously, but you're in a worse spot and you're trying to sell it as if this is a team that can win right now. Doesn't feel like it. So if it's a rebuild, just say rebuild. You might get some people off your back, and I would almost accept it more. Like, we got these picks, we might make some trades, but why? Doesn't feel like a team that 1 or 2 picks is going to change it. And I think Voch, when he called last week, he's like, does Micah Parsons on the team make it better? I don't think so. I think you've missed too many spots in this draft recently, not filling some of the free agents who have left, and it shows and it hurts. And I've talked about Kyer so much because I covered him in Buffalo. Kenneth Murray up and down, like he wasn't great game 1, picked it up game 2, saw some things again game 3, Dante Fowler. Like, you're seeing why these players were available. That's all. Like, that's the point. You're seeing why these other teams kind of like, okay, here you go. So is that a test to what these players are doing? Is it a test that a little bit of Eberflus not putting him in best positions on what those players are good at? Like, make no mistake, we saw a lot of good things from all those players I just said in just that little example, but it's not coming out on the field. So I don't know if it's them. I don't know if it's what they're doing in practice. I don't know if that long game, 71 minutes, they didn't need to rest up last Wednesday. They need to be doing go a little harder. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's a hot mess. And like I said, the offensive line was one of the things we felt good about. The run game is what we felt good about.
Still feel good about.
But how does that change? How does BB?
Yeah, but if you don't
Booker,
stick to it when it counts, it don't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, I understood them feeling the pressure to go away from the run and having to pass more, but they kept a lid on it. The Bears kept a lid on it. Dallas didn't get any explosive play. Well, they didn't get enough explosive plays. I believe Shotty said that the Bears had 6. And what the league considers an explosive play is anything over 16 yards. Shotty was like, hey, no, we giving up 35-yard big plays. So to your point, Bree, in regard to the defense, now I'm much respect to Voch, but I am going to disagree with him a little bit when it comes to the Micah Parsons portion of it, because one of the biggest issues you have, and this is not a negative to the gentlemen that are on the defensive line, because it's not an effort thing. It's not that they're not trying. It's about the fact that you don't have speed to get to the quarterback soon enough. Like, it's not that these guys, it's not that Nealon isn't playing through reps. It's not that Izaraku, who has shown some good things, is not playing through reps. It is just the fact that you cannot exploit bad offensive lines. The last 2 offensive lines you have gone up against have major deficiencies. Major deficiencies. And you can't exploit them because you don't have a guy that wins off the line quick enough. And you don't have a guy on the edge that warrants any type of chip. Nothing. Nada. So I agree, in a pass rush, it's always gonna help your secondary. These guys can only cover for so long. Teams just sitting back there just chilling. These quarterbacks sitting back there just chilling. And so I think it's a mixture of a lot of things. I
hate when people are like, how do they get better? I don't know.
Well, no, yeah, I don't think it's defensively the way that you get better. Personally, I think that you're going to have to change. You heard Shadi mention, simplifying, because these secondary players, they don't trust their help, and they don't always know where their help is coming from. You're asking them to look at the quarterback. Baby, they taking that too seriously. They looking in that man's, deep in that man's eyes. They are not aware of what's going on in front of them at all. Well, outside of that at all. And I know both of you ladies are former athletes. You know, when you are scanning, you should use your peripheral to see what's going on. They are locked in on a quarterback, and that's it. Now, understand that Caleb Williams is mobile, and I understand that Russell Wilson is a mobile quarterback, but my God, you don't have any awareness of what's going on around you, and that is killing that secondary, and the lack of pressure is as well. So anyway, I know we're going to get into everything else, but it's just been dusty and rusty for me. And offensively, they got to come on with it. They got to feel the moment, to your point, Bree, even when you're talking about George Pickens, you don't have the room to be playing around. You don't have the room to be
saw that.
playing around offensively. If you get a chance to go score, they almost have to. They have to. And even if the defense does start showing improve, pray, Saints. Even if the defense starts showing improve, it's still going to be pressure on the offense to maintain that as they kind of get their legs under them. And meanwhile, the offense is still trying to figure out things as well. So
what I don't want to see, though, is Javonte Williams is also 4th on the team in targets, routes ran. That, to me, says that, because he's been lining up on the outside sometimes as a receiver. That, to me, says that, and I could be wrong, that Shoddy don't have enough trust in the rest of that receiver room. So what I don't want to see is that. Let him continue to, yes, of course, it's a decoy sometimes in some packages, but please don't.
I think his usage in the passing game could be helpful. I agree with you that it's not something you want to see all the time, but I do think that's a part of his game that kind of gets unnoticed, and then some of the best teams are able to find favorable matchups with their running backs on linebackers that can't run. So I kind of get that portion of it. They're also, to your point, Nicole, they're also using some of those running backs lining up out wide to come back in and guess what? Guess what I'm about to say? And chip. They literally come back in and kind of slide, or they end up, chipping and then doing exactly what I was talking about first, just kind of sliding to the outside, running a route to the outside. So I agree with you in regard to the running game. I want them to stick to it, because I think, especially when they were in the red zone, baby, it's 1 yard.
Literally.
That was crazy work.
Why are we overcomplicating 1 yard, big dog?
Throw him over there.
Like, they haven't been able to stop you. Back. Do it again, Bree. How you do it?
Hey,
Run it.
both of y'all. All right, we're going to take our first break here on Girls Talk Boys Talk. We'll be right back with more Tyler Booker Talks. We haven't had a chance to talk about his absence and what that'll do for this offensive line. We'll be right back with more Girls Talk Boys Talk.
How does the cheerleader's hair always look so perfect? We asked, and they shared one of their biggest beauty secrets. If you want hair like theirs and confidence to match, use Babyliss Pro styling tools. The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders use Babyliss Pro curling irons to get those perfect game day curls. To get the hair you see on the cheerleaders, head to BabylissPro.com. Use the code Cowboys20 for 20% off Babyliss Pro tools, the official styling tools of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Get the discount while it lasts. Offer may be withdrawn at any time at advertiser's discretion.
When you're on the field, you know what it takes to lead your team and play with confidence. But that confidence shouldn't just stop at game time. It should follow you off the field, too. Join over 500 NFL players who trust Invisalign, the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner brand. Ready to take the first step towards a smile you'll love? Visit Invisalign.com/NFL and find a doctor near you today. Transform your smile and take your confidence to the next level, both on the field and off.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
All right, Cowboys fans, this one's for us. If the men in your life bleed blue and silver like we do, I've found the perfect way to elevate their game day rituals. Gillette just released their best razor in Cowboys colors, and it is everything a Cowboys fan could want. The new Gillette Labs official Dallas Cowboys licensed razor combines his Cowboys pride with Gillette's best shave. And with 50% longer lasting blades, it is truly the gift that keeps on giving. Get it while you can at Gillette.com/NFL. Gillette's best shave is also available as heated.
Are you a Cowboys super fan? The search is on for the 2025 Fan of the Year presented by Captain Morgan. Now through September 29th, nominate extraordinary NFL fans, dynamic duos, and game changers who rep the Cowboys with pride and turn every game day into an unforgettable adventure. You could be sent to Super Bowl 60. Enter to win at NFL.com/Fan of the Year today.
Woo! Welcome back into Girls Talk Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign in the SWBC studio. Nicole Hutchison alongside Brianna Aldridge and Aisha Morrison. I'm sorry, I was scrolling through Twitter and they
Wake up!
What you find? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Mina Kimes had tweeted the little stat from Next Gen Stats, and
Oh no, they're never good.
Look how they massacred my boy. Talking about Jordan Love in week 3. He was 18 for 25, 183 yards, 1 touchdown, and an interception. And somebody quoted it and said, "Have fun throwing for 467 yards on Sunday."
That Cleveland defensive line is something. And and with respect,
enough credit.
And with respect, if you a Cowboys fan and you want to know why it's hard for you to rush the pass right now, go look at what happens to Myles Garrett and just think about that's kind of what happened too. There were times that I think Mina tweeted, and it was like they was in a conga line. It was 3 offensive linemen lined up facing what is this man's name? Myles Garrett. So the attention that he draws, he's one of the best in the game. They did that offensive line for the Packers dirty. They got a couple injuries too. Are the Cowboys gonna be able to exploit it?
That's
The confidence level.
it's fine.
I don't have it no more. And
lost
I'm not
it?
gonna
So you
believe
lost it?
nothing
I gotta
nobody
see it.
shows me in training
I gotta
camp
see it.
no more.
That's my favorite meme.
That's the lesson I learned this year is training camp is a farce.
You all right?
Lies and
you okay?
deceit.
I know the fans turned like, y'all told us this person was good at training camp. They told us it was good.
Then schematically, they were running some man. They were running some zone. There was disguise and stuff. And I guess they just was like, we can't rush the passer. We can't do nothing of that no more.
But
I guess.
Eberflus did try to do.
He did try to do some man.
He did some stuff. He blitzed more than he has. He heard y'all talking. He said, "Here, you
That
want."
part.
I feel like you know how your parents you bug them enough. Here you go. I feel like
Here, damn.
I feel like
Here, damn.
here.
Here, take
There you
it.
go.
It did work.
Y'all are sick. All right, Tyler Booker. Tyler Booker out for 4 to 6 weeks with an ankle injury. Thoughts on that? Because now you've lost 2 of your starting offensive linemen in Cooper Beebe. Tyler Booker. Yeah.
Who gets to start there, you think? Is
I was
it
thinking TJ Bass.
Yeah, that's what I
TJ
thought
Bass?
too.
Barnacles. No, I'm not mad at TJ Bass.
I'm not either, but it was just funny.
He's a gamer, but I'm saying Barnacles because, my God.
He started in 5 games in his.
Oh, I'm not mad at TJ Bass. Like, he gonna rumble. It's just the fact that you do lose some of the power.
Yep.
Barnacles.
I feel like he's who's left outside Tyler Smith. That's your second best. Who's left? Tyler Guyton got a little worked. But he got a little work.
So did Steele.
Well,
Stop.
okay.
Y'all are going to jail. No, but I'm really trying to figure out, like, are there any gentlemen that they brought in this offseason that at the
There
right
was a,
guard
uh,
spot?
Start over. Bass.
The right
They
guard
just signed.
spot.
Wow.
The guy for the practice squad.
Is it Keegan?
I don't know.
Trevor
No.
Keegan? No, that's not him. I don't know. I guess. Well, yeah, I'm assuming it would be just TJ Bass because I was looking at the other gentlemen and I don't see anybody else that I feel like they would trust enough to come in there and man that spot. I do think TJ Bass is a better left guard than a right guard. It's just my opinion. I think Brock Hoffman is a better right guard just from what we've seen through the years from them at this point.
So would you make the adjustment? Would you have Brock Hoffman play right guard, switch him over?
No, because
for
then
this
TJ
game?
Bass is going to become. Wait, no, they did bring in another gentleman to play center.
TJ Bass got some reps at
just got here a week ago.
I don't know. It's
fine.
It's not in his ministry. All right. Yeah, I mean, back to the point about Tyler Booker, I do think you lose the ferocity he plays with in the run game. My gosh. Like, yes, he struggles with some, like he did. He had some moments in this past game where the power inside kind of gave him some issue. Also, too, how quickly Grady Jarrett is off the line gave him some issues as well. So I think it really sucks that he got injured. I'm surprised he played through it.
Same.
He finished the game.
That's what I said. I wish he didn't. At that point, I know you want to, but
He's
please,
a tough kid. Obviously, he's
Please.
a tough kid, but
Please, Tyler.
yeah, I was surprised by that. But I don't know. I feel like I don't like what's going on right now. I'll say that.
Well, go ahead, Bree. Sorry. You're good?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing.
I'm getting stressed out.
I felt like I took a nap. I woke up. I said, "What you mean, Tyler Booker got hurt?" I stand there when they all walk off to the locker room, and I didn't notice anything. I'm kind of mad at myself. I didn't notice. Normally, you see a little limp you know, coming off the ice, whatever. And I was like, dang, he covered that up well. And then all the media people were like, Schottenheimer, because they asked him, like, is there any other injuries? And he's like, some guys are, you know, going through it. That was a big one. So, yeah. And what's the time frame on that?
4 to 6 weeks.
I can't take it. I can't take it.
It's too many weeks.
But I will say, to
many
your
games,
point, the
so
power
many
and
hours.
what I've seen from Booker when you're talking about the run game and why Javonte Williams is able to stay on his feet. It's because his O-linemen in front of him are staying on his feet, opening the blocks, and Booker isn't a guy who stops until the play is over.
Yeah.
That's going to be the difference maker. And that's why I said, what does that do for the run game? Like, he's a strong focal point of that O-line when you're talking about the run game and be able to get those bursty runs, if you will, that we have get. So I guess that will kind of, you know, lean into is it Jaden Blue time? Hope so, but you don't know. But at this point, at this
Why
point,
you sound fed up?
At this point, why not? Do I?
At this point, in week 3 is
Because
right.
I hate sitting in the press box and it feels like so much of what I felt last year this time. That's like what I said earlier. Like, you don't feel that spark that you need to feel. But I hope the Cowboys come in and prove everyone wrong, because I don't think there's many people that are going to pick the Cowboys to win against Green Bay, a hungry Green Bay team. We know who's on. We know what that front looks like. We know why it got a little bit better. They just lost to Cleveland, who they shouldn't have. So that's only going to make them more hungry, if you will. So you're hoping that this beatdown that the Cowboys just took on the road has the same, you know, tempo-wise. And it actually feels like they're a battle they could possibly win. But I'm not there yet. It's Tuesday. I'm not there yet. I'm not.
I'm less worried about the run game and more worried about the pass game.
Yeah.
I'm
fair.
more worried about the pass. What am I looking at?
Pass game?
No, I'm talking about the
All right.
the offensive line. Why
Okay.
my brain just
It's fine.
do that to me? But I'm more worried about how these guys do as what is the word I'm looking for? This
I don't know. I want to help you.
Yeah, same.
for the offensive line. What are
Pass
they
block?
doing? Pass blocking.
Wow. Okay.
Woo!
It's fine. You win. It's
early.
She wins a prize or something.
Woo! It's early.
I'll get you another orange
All right,
juice
but
after this.
I'm more concerned with the pass blocking. The run blocking, y'all, for the majority of this has been okay. Like we talked about, Hoffman had some issues in the game. I think some of the stuff that they're asking him to do kind of coming around the formation is a little bit much for him. However, it's the pass blocking that's been getting you toe up. It's the pass blocking on why the quarterback can't get into his drops, can't attack downfield the way that he wants to. They needed to, baby. They max protect and they still couldn't pass the ball downfield. That Bears secondary, they just lost their best corner. Their nickel corner is not that good.
Couldn't tell.
One of the guys that you let go of is there. What are you talking about? And you couldn't exploit it because your offensive line, your quarterback has limited time to really get rid of the ball with the way that the pressure is collapsing on him. So that's my concern. I think that Clayton Adams and these guys do a good job. Like I said, seen it happen. Seen them be able to, when he was in Arizona, seen him be able to be efficient in the run game with less. So I hope that the scheme will help out the guys in the run game. But I'm more concerned about the pass blocking and you being able to hold up because, baby, Green Bay going to throw down the field.
And you look at the pass blocking stats, Terrence Steele, Tyler Guyton have allowed the most quarterback pressures combined, 27. Sorry, I had to do the math in my head. Terrence Steele with 14, Tyler Guyton 13, Cooper Beebe 7, he's out though. Tyler Smith 6, Tyler Booker 6, Brock Hoffman 3, and Terrence Steele, Tyler Guyton have both given up 2 sacks.
Sunday against the Bears, Cowboys allowed 19 pressures, 9 combined from their tackles. That's your point, Mr. Steele, Mr. Guyton. I feel like the plan, I know we'll get into it, when we start breaking down Green Bay.
Yeah.
I think the plan is, number one, please protect Dak. And what that means, in my eyes, that's going to be a lot of short passes and run the ball. I think that's the game plan.
Probably. I mean, but I don't think you can play those reindeer games.
I know.
You can't play those reindeer games. You gotta be aggressive. You're going to have to push the ball downfield. And that might mean making some changes with your offensive line. Now, Vach is crazy, and he texted me and said, shout out to you. I'm giving you your credit right here, so don't think I'm taking this for myself. But he said Nate Thomas at right guard would be sneaky. Ooh. Baby, I've been
forgetting about him.
I don't forget about him. I bothered y'all all last year about Nate Thomas, by the way. But no. I didn't forget about him, but you need tackle help. I mean, I might take TJ Bass if you maybe is helping out one of these tackles. Now, it would be sneaky because we have seen Nate Thomas do some left guard stuff. We've seen him do some right tackle stuff. But I don't trust training camp no more. I don't trust him. But we'll see what they do. Shotty said yesterday, he said, we can expect some changes. And if they start getting wonky and doing stuff, we'll see. I just don't want my quarterback I'm tired of him getting pinched. And
Please protect Dak. I don't want to.
Somebody do something.
I want his jersey clean.
Y'all, when he got pancaked in between them two defenders, I almost fainted. Like, you don't have time for that. And I think that this team also understands that, too. They don't got time. Like, he go down, let's pack it up. Let's go to the house.
Well, on the bright side,
Joe,
the Cowboys get their dollar.
She needs to be.
Both of y'all.
I'm sorry. I had to.
The door. The door, Bree.
I'm sorry. Okay, you were saying.
It's fine. On the bright side, right? Jerry Jones saying that the Cowboys are anxious to get rookie cornerback Savone Revel Jr. on the field, and he's eligible, to come off the NFI list next Monday. So that's somewhat.
I love how you threw some positivity to people.
And then sounds like Deron Bland is trending
for this week. I don't know what that entails him contact or what have you. But
Shotty said that he's trending. We don't know for sure, but it sounds good. We'll see how things go. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. That part. All the days. Mm-hmm. But maybe you are gonna get some secondary help now with Savon Revel. That nugget ain't played NFL football yet. Mm-hmm. That nugget still has to, get his confidence and all that stuff.
We'll take it.
So, but he is another human, and you don't have that many humans.
We don't have bodies. They don't.
You're just like, let's just try it.
Is this Clowney week too? Since we're talking about positivity,
it sounds like Clowney is coming. So
he lied to us last week. What
I'm hoping from Jadeveon Clowney, and it's all I want. It's all I want.
It's the prayer motion.
All of my life.
Had to fight.
All I pray. Get out. I look like on Talladega Nights. All I want is for an edge, one of them, for the love of muffins. That's not Solomon Thomas and not Marshawn Nealon. To set the damn edge and stop getting pinned inside. And to also be at least enough of a threat that teams are like, maybe we should chip you. Do something. Because teams tight ends just getting free releases. They don't care. They like, who's that over there? Dante Fowler, you say.
Who's that?
We've seen him before. Bye. Muffins.
Yeah.
Just get them the hell off of your defensive tackles. Because that's what they care about. They care about your defensive tackles. Also, Diggy Zua got paid, and he over here getting double-teamed. I'm sick of it.
Maybe Sam Williams will have a day.
What about the linebackers?
Oh,
are they okay?
You know what? We ain't really talked about them.
We need to.
Yeah, let's take a second break. We'll be back with the linebacker talk up next here on Girls Talk Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign.
When you're on the field, you know what it takes to lead your team and play with confidence. But that confidence shouldn't just stop at game time. It should follow you off the field, too. Join over 500 NFL players who trust Invisalign, the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner brand. Ready to take the first step towards a smile you'll love? Visit Invisalign.com/NFL and find a doctor near you today. Transform your smile and take your confidence to the next level, both on the field and off.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
How does the cheerleader's hair always look so perfect? We asked, and they shared one of their biggest beauty secrets. If you want hair like theirs and confidence to match, use Babyliss Pro styling tools. The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders use Babyliss Pro curling irons to get those perfect game day curls. To get the hair you see on the cheerleaders, head to BabylissPro.com. Use the code Cowboys20 for 20% off Babyliss Pro tools, the official styling tools of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Get the discount while it lasts. Offer may be withdrawn at any time at advertiser's discretion.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
Celebrate Oktoberfest at Rally Day presented by SeatGeek on Saturday, September 27th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get ready to cheer on your Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium. Plus, enjoy festive games, German-inspired food, beer, and a Cowboy Stein, and more. Visit AT&TStadium.com/rallydays for tickets and more information.
Woo! I love
Welcome back.
Oktoberfest.
You've been? I feel like
I've
you
never
have said
been.
that before.
She did.
Yes.
It was like 3 months ago. She's been hyped up.
You did.
I went one time, and shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings for doing what they did for me, because I wouldn't have known nothing about beer ever in life if I hadn't worked there.
Oh, you worked at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah, I did for 5 years.
Really?
Shout out to them. Yeah, every time I deployed, I was able to come home and have a JOB.
Love that for you.
But yeah,
you said-
Oktoberfest is that girl.
You wouldn't have known about beer?
No,
Oh, I
they
thought
teach
that's
you.
what you said.
Yeah, no, for real, because I don't drink beer like that. But they teach you about the different beers, the different
dope.
ciders, all that stuff, and it made me appreciate something like October of the Fest.
I love that.
Linebackers,
Maybe one day.
Maybe the Cowboys will play better in October.
That part. Ooh,
we
that
can
was a
only pray. It's my birthday month. Don't play with me.
Let's talk linebackers. We're gonna wrap this up, but just talking about the linebackers, they have not played their best. We've seen, like Bree mentioned, Kenneth Murray kind of improve over the last couple of weeks, but Jack Sanborn certainly struggling, which is kind of insane to me because he was brought over by, he's a Matt Eberflus guy, right? Trusted, a veteran with plenty of experience, and you saw the success that he had in Chicago and the way that he played. I ain't seen it. I'm sorry.
Sister,
That came out really
I
why
ain't
you
seen
say
it.
it like that?
I like it.
Shouldn't have facts. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Zach. What's that man?
Jack Sanborn.
Jack Sanborn. It's
all good.
Jack Sanborn. We already knew he couldn't cover. Did you watch this game? That was never something that he did well necessarily. And some of the things that this scheme asked these linebackers to do is to really cover receivers and sit in these zones and stuff like that. And I feel like the linebackers are also struggling with some of the passes. And what I mean by that is, this is my zone. I'm passing this guy to you. This is now your zone. I thought that Isaiah did a great job with me and Nicole after the show yesterday, just explaining to us that you got to redirect the defender. You got to do something to affect the defender as they come through your zone. You can't just let guys run past you. You have to do something. And also communicate it. And then also, too, your edges ain't helping. They getting them killed, too. Because they getting pinned inside. You're not getting any type of, it's collapsing. And then the linebackers are trying to come up and fill. I do think that Jack Sanborn sees the plays. Like, you can see him processing. You can see him seeing them. He just be getting blown up when he goes to attack the ball, and sometimes he is just missing tackles. It's not that he's not there. He's just missing tackles. Kenneth Murray can't change direction. Sorry, brother. It just is what it is. It happens in this game. And and Damone Clark sometimes just looks like he doesn't know what's going on. It's just so much miscommunication. And how many snaps Maris play again?
Not many.
4, 5, 6, less than 10.
We got it.
Keep lying to us about that too.
Don't worry about it.
Less than 10.
I got you right here.
Because at this point,
Want to take a guess?
6,
Yours
9,
6. What's yours?
9.
He has played 23 snaps total.
Oh, I thought you were talking about last game.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. No.
Because I know he had 9 week
23,
2.
23 all season.
See, I'm curious, like, if the gentlemen that are on the field ain't getting it either, or like what is really like, I don't understand. I just think you need some explosion on the second level. What you got, Bree?
Linebackers look like the rest of the defense.
Goodbye.
I know. This has been a great show.
She is out of pocket today.
I mean, you hit it on the nose. I saw a lot of people diving on the floor, and I saw a lot of missed tackles.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's just kind of looking like, I would literally, I'd be at the top. Because the press box, to be fair, is kind of hard with the numbers. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, who missed that tackle? Sanborn. Who missed that tackle? Damone. And it's just like Kenneth Murray did have, we were hyping him up because I saw that man flashing.
He had a better
week
game
2.
last week for sure.
And then this week, I was like, oh, okay. Like, everybody got worked. That's the problem. So who's going to step it up? We keep talking about, we know Sanborn is Eberflus's guy. I'm not even mad Shamar James. Like, let's throw some of the...
You hear me?
Yeah.
Because at least if they wrong and they fast.
Some younger speed. Listen.
Can make up for it.
I think that's why people want to see Marist in there so much as well. Like, and I don't really understand that when we keep talking about it. But even like the coaches, I'm like, somebody lying because it's like
You're going to jail.
Yeah, you're asking questions. They're like, yep, we need to see this, and then week 2 he's earned it, but then he only gets 3 more snaps than he did the week 1. I don't know how many exactly snaps he got in week 3, but it don't sound like that much if his total is 27. So I don't know what the game plan is. I will say I feel like Eberflus has a system and he wants to stick to it. In that system, he has guys and he wants to stick to it because people were clearly asking, hey, Donovan Wilson, we know he's not the guy that you want up there playing high safety and da-da-da-da. And then he's like, nope, think he can do it. Think he's doing well. I'm like,
No.
I don't know if everybody else agrees. And they, so
That's our coach.
I don't. I think maybe enough is enough after the tape. That's what you could hope for. Schottenheimer did say there was going to be changes. There could be changes. He did say that yesterday. So let's end on that one.
Let me leave y'all with a fun stat. I don't know. This is fun, actually.
It don't sound
It's
like
not
it's
fun.
going to be fun.
We have fun stats right now.
No, it's not fun.
Okay.
Per PFF, Donovan Ezeraku, James Houston, and Marshawn Nealon have all had a 0% pass rush win rate against the Bears. All right, on that note,
I'm leaving.
This has been a great show. For Brianna Aldridge, Aisha Morrison, I'm Nicole Hutchinson. We'll see y'all back here at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Y'all.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!